welcome back everybody to the ECC for final segment of the evening. We did just see Fort Templar Academy win 4-2 over Astro Zenith in our grand finals. And now we're here to interview the chat voted MVP, who, by the way, won that vote by a very, not even considerable, overwhelming margin. It is us, of course, Fort Templar Academy. Of course, welcome to the stream, mate. And first off, got ask you, how are you feeling after that? Because, well, what a final that was, especially that last game was intense, but you came out with the victory and you had a very outstanding performance overall. So, yeah, how do you feel?
I mean, it's scary because I've never really done well on players before. The most I've ever done is a win in IL. And then even making like day 2, that was like scary because I was just scared that I'd throw, but then ended up winning the finals, which was surprising.
So you initially played for Fort Templar Renegades before being added to this academy roster as a stand-in for the beginning of the playoffs. So new teammates just a couple of days ago. What was that like for you? Have you played with these guys before, or did you have to build the chemistry immediately from the start?
Basically, I joined Fort Templar Renegades for ECC at the start of the season, and then they had an academy roster that was in ECC as well, and I joined them as a sub halfway through the season. But I wasn't on their ECC team, and then Desh couldn't play yesterday, and because we didn't make playoffs, I just asked if I could stand in, and then they said yeah, so we started scrimming a few days before, so we had a little bit of chemistry already.
Alright, well, there you have that. Now let's talk about this playoff weekend in general here, of course. We go to Group B, I believe, is where you guys started in, and of course you had to start all the way in the first round because of the scene you had. But yeah, from start of the playoffs, only dropping one series to Astro Zenith, actually 3-1. Now actually came back in the finals to beat them. So of course, I mean, if you can maybe touch on the contrasting difference between those two. Coming from lots of Astro Zenith, obviously that may have had a impact on your mentality going into this one, but here you go, you smashed the 4-2. So, I mean, what changed between those two series, in your opinion?
I feel like the series before, where we played the Nameless Paradox, the first 2 games were very shaky. We lost them, we got the reverse sweep, and the same was with Zenith. The first 2 were quite shaky. I think the second game we lost by like 5 goals. And then the third game we just popped off, and then the next game we took it to overtime but couldn't win. So they were a lot closer, so we knew we could beat them if we cut out a few mistakes, and then we just cut them out, and then we got the win.
So what does this playoff victory mean for you personally now? As the stand-in player, the non-permanent member of the Fort Templar Academy roster, do you intend to stick with them now in future seasons, indeed even the Champions Division next season in the ECC, or go back to the Fort Templar Renegades?
I'm probably not going to join Fort Templar Renegades again, because I've got another team which want to do ECC, and then so I'll probably end up doing it with them. But if I don't join them, then I'd love to join Academy again in Champs Div.
That is fair enough. Well, that'll be it for the questions. Of course, one more thing for you all. Of course, we do this with everyone here. If you'd like to say anything else to the stream, whatever you'd like, of course, go ahead. The stage is yours.
Sabo, one of the coaches that, or one of the people that coach me, he taught me this thing called the breathing technique about a year ago. He's taught a few other people it, and I guess it works because we got the win. And I also wanted to say Snake is insane.
Alright, well there you go. I think we'll never know the true secret of this breathing technique. I think it will remain a secret. It will remain a secret for now. Let's put it that way. But yeah, always thank you so much for coming on to interview us. Congrats again on the victory. Great to have you, and yeah, wish you the best of luck going forward.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, everyone, so that was all from Fort Templar Academy. Lovely interview there. And yeah, what a guy, what a player. Your champion and MVP once again, everyone, for the Division 1 playoff finals. And I think that'll wrap everything up, Harvey, won't it?
Yes, that's it for this weekend of playoffs. 2 champions named in Divisions 2 and 1 respectively emerged Charlie earlier this evening, and now Fort Temple Academy to follow them up. So the organisational roster is getting the job done yet again, but it is not the end of ECC9 gameplay. There is one more week of playoff fixtures to come, and it is the big one. The Champions Division and Vortex playoffs next weekend. They're going to be very entertaining as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I cannot wait for those. It's going to be a fantastic conclusion to this season. So yeah, next weekend, same time, Saturday at 5 p.m. CEST is when we'll be kicking things off with the Champions Division playoffs. So be sure to be there, guys, because we're going to have some incredible matches on once more. But that's it from us here this weekend at ECC. It's been a great weekend. Thank you so much to you all for watching. Of course, the production crew that's been behind this, the streamers, casters, and also the ones doing the logistics in the background. Couldn't have done all this without you, and we can't wait to do it once again next weekend. So yeah, have a good evening, everyone, and of course a good week. See you all again next time. Have a good night.